Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And incomplete to open things up. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Wilson dancing to his left. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to second.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He may try and run for this. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. He can run for it, and he will.
Oh, my
and
God.
he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This time, Wilson will throw. Airing it out for Olsen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 3 yards remain for second down.
Second and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Murray again. This is Drake. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
On the carry.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for Christian Kirk. Incomplete. Shaquille Griffin, their defensive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Murray. And he slings one that's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. Third down here.
It's third down and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing is Murray on third down. And that will be incomplete as well. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Shaquille Griffin there.
3 straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Murray. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down now. It's Carson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Mike 58 right there. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on it. Run it.
There's Wilson to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 45 yards. Hopkins as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A 6-yard pickup.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, it's complete to Hopkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
On the play. First down, Cardinals.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 36-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, he goes underneath the Drake. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Escaping the pressure right. To the catch made by Hopkins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Complete to
a Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals.
Arizona.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Seahawks 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now they'll throw it with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very solid gain of 27. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Oh, my God.
He is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are going to reach. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So 6 seconds, all that remains in this first half as the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Switch out. 50 out to the line. 50.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
21, Cardinals 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Man, we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Buying time to his left. It's caught. Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Shifts by him. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. Here's Carson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Isaiah Simmons.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And this is incomplete. Byron Murphy, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal. And I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt, you talk about taking a chance there. and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied this stage of the contest. Boy, a Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Arizona.
Now on first down, Drake again. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
Ball carrier. He was taken down by K.J. Wright. A gain of 4.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From the 17, Murray. It's complete to Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. It's the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive.
Find a crease and just get in there. Ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
A gain of 5 brings up
from the 39. Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On first down, Drake. Room here to run. And he's into the clear. The 40. The 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 89 yards.
Kicking
And the
his
Cardinals
ass.
will extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up
It's
significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
That's 28 on
And
that.
he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
7-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson being chased out left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Seattle, so long, everybody.